ready to begin. Let the wonder take hold.
Hey everyone, Brad here again with another update of Disneyland Paris. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of what's new. As you can see, I still have to do the other side here of the Disneyland Hotel and these buildings. So you might notice here on the main hub, I've branched out in every direction. Again, I like to do this to get my proportions right. If I work too hard in one area, it'll make it, there's more of a chance that it might have something a little distorted or it might not fit right, and that causes a lot of problems later on. So I'll start showing you what's new. So over here I have the, gosh, I can't even remember what it was called. It's the kind of the equivalent of the Plaza Inn at Disneyland in California. Here in Paris, it's a restaurant that's very similar. This is going to bother me that I can't even remember what it was called. It'll probably come to me some point in the video. But you'll see that I have the front of the building and the little garden area out in front. I still have to make the back part, which I haven't gotten to yet. And then I still need to make the extra buildings here on the main street. That'll come out. And that'll extend this whole roof back too as well. So this will all kind of connect once I get that in. And something else you might notice is the video may get laggy because my laptop is kind of reaching its capacity with all this. But I'll shift the data over to my desktop when I get home. And that's good news for those of you that have been asking about Disney World and Disneyland California. I'll be home in another week. So now you'll start seeing those park videos come out as well. I'm sure that'll make a lot of you happy because I've been getting a lot of requests for when is it coming out, when's the next park coming out. So you should see that hopefully within the next week or so. Alright, let me get back over here. So Discoveryland, this is like a weird shell design they have, and the best way to really accomplish that in the game was to use the roof tiles, and you can always put them over each other, so that's what I used here. I started the little water part here. They had these weird rock formation things. I'm gonna have to put them over here too. Again, this is all just a rough placement because this is gonna be the Buzz Lightyear ride thing. Just to get an idea, because I didn't want to get too deep into the Discoveryland yet. So shifting to the other side, everything in the castle's still the same. The entrance to Adventureland, a little different than what we're used to in the other parks. You'll see this kind of shifts over to a sand pathway, different torches. And this is a little bazaar area before you get to the actual Adventureland, but I just have the front and just a little bit of the back side. But again, I stopped there because I'm just using this for placement purposes now. I didn't want to get too deep into it yet. Then you'll notice that I have the path back here connecting the back side of Adventureland to Frontierland. Got all the trees in there. That's probably what's slowing down my computer. So back in Frontierland, last time I had just these front buildings here. Now you can see I've got most of the back parts done. There's another building that needs to go here, across this way, and that'll connect them all. And there'll be plenty of stuff to connect here from Adventureland to Frontierland. Alright, coming on down, I've added this building here, all along here, all this, and all the show back parts of them here as well, leading on into Phantom Manor. Something I thought was strange, if you notice the roof tiles here, this is actually the color of the roof of these buildings because I use Google Earth, and strangely enough it is this weird greenish bluish color with all these red markings along it. I don't know if it's ventilation or what, but that's how the roofs of the buildings actually look, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't just choose this color because it fit. Oh, go the other way. I still need to put the buildings here. So coming back this way, Phantom Manor is going to be coming, you know, that'll be the next thing I build really. You can see I've started the foundation just a little bit. It's a very rough kind of placement just to get an idea of what I want to see and how it's going to look. But the manor is going to be about here. Like right around here is going to be the actual ride. And the show building will be behind it. And you're going to have the railroad coming on back behind that as well. Because it gets right up on the show building, it looks like. And then a bunch of trees. And then hopefully soon after that I'll be able to make Thunder Mountain. Because I'm excited to do that. I will have to push the park boundary out some more. Because this obviously is not enough. Especially for the riverboat to go around. You'll notice I got rid of the riverboat at the moment too. That's because I've been constantly adjusting the river. And you can't do that if you have a ride there. So that'll come back once I'm done with the river. Alright. I think that's everything new I've put in here. So, as usual, let's kick it over to nighttime. Watch this computer really slow down. So you'll see I have buildings lit over here. And this is what I was going to go with for the Phantom Manor. I was trying different designs, but I think using these like concrete walls and kind of burying most of them and then putting these pillars up with a lantern kind of works best. It may end up being too bright. If that's the case, I'll change it to a more dim light, but hopefully it works out. You'll see the lights I have over here kind of have that Adventureland vibe. And nothing's lit over here yet because, again, I'm just trying to get placement down. Same goes for this big slab of ground. I just kind of want to get it set up for Fantasyland, which I'll probably start soon. Maybe? Question mark? I don't know. We'll see. And it might be a while before I make anything else in this park because, again, I'm going to have Disney World and Disneyland to work on. So now I have 3 parks I'm currently working on, which is a lot. So, you know, we'll see what happens. But that's really all I have. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. But I'll let the song finish. I should put fireworks in here. It's probably gonna copyright.
Never had a friend like me.